Forgive me, y'all. Forgive me. I had this set for the wrong time. My apologies. My apologies. Shout out to the blueberries. I'm like, what? It's alive now? Sorry, guys. Okay, welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. We talk about what we want to talk about when we're ready to talk about it. How y'all doing? Happy Sunday. So, quick video. This was requested on my video list from a couple of people. Like, did you see what Denise Richards did? Because you know we love the Real Housewives, right? And the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills was something I covered years ago, but I didn't know what was happening. So if you guys didn't know, you know who Denise Richards is. We're saying housewife from Beverly Hills, but she's a well-known actress. She used to be married to Charlie Sheen. I want to know if you guys saw the Charlie Sheen documentary, aka Charlie. Pretty good doc. Spoiler alert, he addresses all the controversy, like the Heidi Fleiss, his dad, who's Martin Sheen, and his brother Emilio Estevez. We have to get to why his name is Emilio Estevez later. But he gets to talk about this, and one of the things he talked about was the two Corys. You had to be, hey Scott, you had to be around at that time. Do anyone remember the two Corys? It was Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. And Corey Feldman is the one that looks like Michael Jackson or something like that. Now he has the Corey's Angel, and we lost Corey Haim years ago. But they addressed that rumor if he had messed with Corey Haim. Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. Hold on one second. So sorry, guys. So she used to be married to Charlie Sheen. And it's a good doc if you like to see that old, like I'm sure Charlie Sheen, Nicolas Cage, and it's one more. He used to date Madonna. Can't think of his name right now, but he was a bad boy in the 80s too. He was in that, I think, Fair Time at West some High. I can't think of his name, but what I know him from is that movie where I don't know why I can't think of this man's name. It's gonna just kill me while I'm telling y'all. Sean, thank you, Brandon. Yes, remember that movie when I forgot what that was. When it was all the kids grew up together and they all had this common thing of seeing one of their friends leaving in the car. Man, that movie tore me up. Some great actors. I can't think of Sean Penn movie, but yes, man, they were tearing Hollywood up in the 80s. It was crazy. So getting to hear that when you get to the two Corys, Corey Haim and Corey Feldman, I'll say this about Corey Feldman. Nobody sued him, and they be like, oh, we're not gonna even worry about him. He's crazy.
he's this, he's that. I have to say, I think Corey Feldman, what was it? Corey Feldman. I want to just pull them up. I think they know more than something happened to them. Some happened to um some happened to them. Like, and I think that's why people in Hollywood kind of back off when they get to talking about Corey Feldman, who's still with us. He's the one, like I said, he started to look like Michael Jackson over the years for some reason. I don't know what happened there. That's a story for another day. But Corey Haim, he had a reality show and he was like all messed up. And when they said something about did his, they were like, oh, well, his mother said that it didn't happen. We don't know what happened. We don't know what happened. Corey Haim and Corey Feldman said what happened, but we know something happened to them. Like, I wasn't there, y'all wasn't there, but something happened to those two Corys. And I think something, this is me just saying allegedly, I think Corey Haim got it worse, whatever happened, because he was really the heartthrob looking kid out the two. Now, Corey Feldman, he just had the bad boy look. But Corey Haim sort of had that clean cut, look. And he was messed up all his life after he left Hollywood. And the way they deserted them, I saw every movie these two were in. Hey, Winky. Yeah, Winky said Mystic River. That's what it was, Scott. Thank you. Winky said, I think they were all abused by the managers or something. Yeah, I do too. I think something happened. And when we get to Charlie Sheen had such a story where it was bad business decisions made. And basically, I have to say, from my perspective, as we can assume, nepotism, like just going right into Hollywood with the Sheen name was a huge thing. You know what I mean? And he messed up a lot because everybody didn't want to tell him no. We talked about that, where people just have yes men around them. Like, a lot of times I think that some people that only had yes people around them is like the Kanye West situation, the Michael Jackson situation. Like, nobody want to tell them no, and it becomes their own demise. And yeah, that's what I'll say about that. But the only part I got to where I kind of perked my ears up, you would have thought it was the Heidi Fleiss stuff and everything, but it was this Corey. I was shocked he said it. And then he went off to say what they typically say. And like I said, don't sue me. But he went into, it wasn't worth my time. And it's like, yeah, that's what everybody say about Corey Feldman. Okay. And Corey Haim. And then they bring on somebody from a family member and they're like, oh, it didn't happen. You were not there. Like, this was during the time where people were spending the night anywhere they wanted to. They had license. They didn't even have a license and had BMWs to drive. Much like I feel that way about the this is apples and oranges. I want to say this. The boys that are trying to get out of jail now, the Menendez brothers. I feel like it's people just latching to the story, and we don't know what really was going on in that house. We don't know if they're telling the truth. We don't know if they're telling a lie. We don't know. But we know they were very, very, very privileged to start off. And that's what Charlie Sheen had. And he was supposed to be, spoiler alert, he was supposed to be Ralph Macchio. He was supposed to be the Karate Kid. And y'all got to watch it. And something happened then. And he's still mad about that, because that could have changed his life, possibly. That he was saying differently. Possibly. But if he was the Karate Kid and joined in this franchise and had to have this squeaky clean image, which we see Ralph Macchio, I hope I'm saying it right, right now still on Cobra Kai, Charlie Sheen might have been a different person. It's just really interesting to see, All right, so back to our girl, Denise Richards. Girl, what is happening, Denise? So 2 days after the documentary, or 3 days after the documentary, here go. And Denise was totally married to this man, this new husband. He was all sexy on their wedding day. Denise Richards, she still looks hot, right? So they had the most beautiful wedding, right? And we're thinking she found her happiness after the Charlie Sheen bombshell kind of hit her. Hollywood took a strike. I think I saw The last time I saw Denise Richards, she was like on Medea's witness protection. she was on Medea witness protection as a white family that go to stay with Medea. Pretty good movie. That's the last time I saw Denise Richards. Y'all let me know the last time you saw her besides reality TV. Oh, Winky, I could not. Ralph Macchio, unless you had Tiger Beat magazine, y'all don't even know what it was like to get your get your centerfolds like Uncle Jesse. what we doing with a poster of Uncle Jesse in the Tiger Beat? Crazy. But let's get to this right here. And let's see what Denise Richards, y'all, we gotta talk about this story. I was like, now come on, dude. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. But let's see what Denise Richards is now doing to her ex-husband, not Charlie, but a new one. And I wonder if it's because she has a big little chunk of money. She has a nice chunk of money. She has millions. I didn't get to the bottom on if Charlie just gave it to her out the settlement or what, but she got a nice stack of money. So she's able to keep this house. But y'all, let's watch it together. Hit the button.
Reuniting with her ex-husband, Charlie Sheen, as he releases a tell-all book and documentary. But behind the scenes, she's going through another divorce. Now, in an Inside Edition exclusive, her estranged husband says she left him living in what looks like a hoarder house.
Exclusive. Inside Denise Richards' house of squalor.
All of her stuff. This is how she left it.
Her estranged husband, Aaron Pfeifers, shows the shocking conditions at their $3.5 million rented home in Calabasas, California.
Oh my gosh. This was the master.
He showed Jim.
Y'all, this is fair use. I have to pause it. But I when I saw this, my mouth was open like $3.5 million rental in Calabasas. That's where the Kardashians live. That's where Jeffree Star was. They're up in a real good neighborhood, right? Up the street from Hobie Hills, I think, where our guy Playmate, I forgot his name. You know who I'm talking about. The Playboy creator, Hugh Hefner. He up the street. Like, this is right here. And look at how it looked. And he going from room to room. But let's listen because it gets worse.
The bedrooms trashed, the carpets stained, the closets in disarray.
There's hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of vintage clothing in here. It is riddled with moths. She buys makeup and keeps buying makeup and gets more makeup.
He says he's not at liberty to touch the mess upstairs because it all belongs to Denise Richards. Downstairs is where Aaron says he lives with his parents, brother, and 15 dogs. He says the dogs are all Denise's.
Denise said, skip them kids. You can have all the dogs. But I didn't think the story was going to get this far. They're down in the basement, right? I guess a Calabasas basement nonetheless, right? But they're downstairs on the lower level and they got the dogs down there. And it doesn't, what was the harm? He said because of a court order. Y'all couldn't what's the harm of cleaning it up? Just cleaning it up, having it all boxed up, or cleaning it up and just leaving the rooms so it's still functional. I don't know if the judge would be against just cleaning it up, but let's listen.
At one time, he says Denise had 36 dogs living in the home.
How do you have so many dogs?
Because she has a thing with dogs.
Like a hoarding thing with dogs?
I don't know if it's hoarding. It's something.
Denise and Aaron married during an episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills 6 years ago. But they are now battling it out in an explosive divorce case.
I'm just looking at him and I'm scared for the next girl because he do look like, man, he's tall, dark, and handsome. When he get his hands on that next one, she gonna have an earful. He's gonna be like telling all Denise business. But this is the thing. What was stopping them from cleaning it up, number one? And she's been gone 2 years. So who's paying the rent on that place? I guess it's Denise. And she left all the She left everything behind. I don't see it. Right. Winky said, who is he? 1-800 Junk Holloway, right, Scott? Like, just go ahead. Why that many dogs? Why that many dogs? Okay, so they decide to take care, but why is mama, brother, and him living there? Like, why are all y'all living there? Could that be the reason? Oh, this is what I want to say. They got married 48 hours. That was the big T about the Real Housewives stuff. So they got engaged in 48 hours and got married real quick. So he was like, I'm in here. I'm in the house. I'm in Calabasas. Do I know what he was doing? No, we're going to have to find out, Winky. What was he doing for a living before that? Looked like he had the looks for an actor. Let's see.
Denise claims she hasn't lived in the Calabasas home for 2 years and that Aaron and his family have severely damaged the property and left the house in a state of disarray. Aaron claims his family are the only ones caring for Denise's dogs and are now facing eviction. His mom is 80 years old.
I love Denise.
Don't pull mama into this. Don't pull mama there. I think is that dad and uncle or brother there. We know that. Don't pull mama into this. How we know y'all didn't tear up this whole house? And then I would like the vintage clothes. I would love like you guys are just letting moths run through all that stuff. It's no telling what she had on the red carpet if possible. Man, that stuff would be so bagged up if I liked her or not. Like this is don't throw mom into this. Why are y'all all in this basement? Look at him. Look at him. And Denise said, y'all got to go after 2 years of living there. You got to go.
Denise's dogs and are now facing eviction. His mom is 80 years old.
I love Denise, and I treated her like a daughter, and I don't understand.
In the divorce papers, Denise is alleging Aaron physically abused her multiple times and claims he caused this black eye.
This is one of the photos that she had with a black eye. Do you even recognize her looking like that?
No, it looks like makeup.
You did not cause a black eye.
I did not ever cause any black eye, bruise, or anything.
He says she's making it up because he's the one who filed for divorce, requesting spousal support.
She's upset. I publicly dumped her, to the world, and she's mad.
Man, close your ears. Close your ears. What a jerk. Why would he say? So they're still mad at each other. So this is what that is. That's why he's on Inside Edition. She about to put him out. And if y'all let that house sit like that for 2 years, it's no telling what's upstairs. Go ahead and clear it out. And then your mom could have her own suite, a little room. How many rooms up there did Denise have? I'm not saying Denise don't look like she probably like, I don't cook, I don't clean, okay? But I'm just saying, like, how many rooms did Denise have that you would leave it like that? And why would y'all be downstairs with 311 dogs together? Like, you got space to make it happen because Denise not coming to get her stuff and everything, right? So how do you even know what she knows? Like, it would be so nice just to have it cleaned up and say, here are all your stuff. And then if she goes off, I told you not to touch my stuff, then you could have the pictures to show, well, this is why I had to touch the stuff for the health of us and make sure we had all this stuff cleaned up. That house must be super big. I think I got a picture of it. It's just crazy. Winky said, I don't know any mother-in-law that would not be picking up and cleaning up. I couldn't ignore the mess. I don't know anything like normally the mother-in-laws I know and the moms I know, they've been, I'm going through here. I don't care what she says, she got to deal with me because they ended up having to be stuck there 2 years. So what if Denise didn't leave her stuff like that? What if they really tore it up and Denise was like, you can have everything? Let's see, guys.
So how does she retaliate? File a
spousal support.
She's upset. I publicly dumped her, to the world, and she's mad. So how does she retaliate? File a bogus abuse claim.
A judge just approved Richards' request to return to the home this Saturday to collect her belongings and her dogs. She was also granted a temporary restraining order against her estranged husband. There's a hearing next month on whether or not to make it permanent.
That is crazy, you guys. Like it, and it happened as soon as she dropped the Charlie Sheen interview. She was getting a little traction with the Charlie Sheen situation, right? Because that's who they know for sure. Denise Richards over everything else. So I'm sitting over here like, this is perfect timing. And so you were in there for 2 years. So the first year she didn't pick up anything. You didn't have anything to say. The second year she didn't pick up anything. You didn't have anything to say. But as soon as she filed eviction, now you have something to say. I find it very interesting. So let me see. Yes. So this is the end. Let me make sure. Let's go back. So they didn't drag poor grandma into this. And she like, I don't know what's wrong. Just leave. So let's go to the next clip. Because it's just very interesting, very telling how quick they jumped on Denise Richards. And I'm like, okay, so let's go to the next thing. Thanks for being here, guys. We won't be here long. This was just interesting. So it's about this settlement, right? So the settlement is, so they even got on page 6. So what they're saying is that she has about, so I guess this is what I'm putting together from the blogs. So allegedly, so when she got the divorce settlement or whatever going on, she had to agree, like most, she was making the most money. So she had to take care of everything. I got to look into how long that settlement was for, because it seems like it's right on the money. Now she closed in with another settlement agreement, and it's from Charlie. You know, they're neutral, they cool, whatever. She back on. He looks like he's trying to come drain that. Allegedly, that's what people are saying in the blogs. But let's go to this. But why you leave that man house like that, Denise, and left them in the basement? So it says that he gave. I'm sorry, this is the house, y'all. This the way they had them all crowded around, like she's leaving us like this. So how many people is she supposed to take care of? And then I'm sorry, guys. Who did she trust? Why did she trust him so hard with the dogs? Did they agree as their dogs together, or was he just a really good person where he was like, I'm just going to make sure the dogs are good? Scott said, no, they're just honorary battles and cans and pizza boxes everywhere. Yeah, things all out of order. They need to clean up. Right. Like, just clean up. Imagine being the owner of that $3.5 million home and seeing the condition on TV. That's what I'm wondering. Who owns the home? Because since it was a rental, will they come back and be like, hey, you know, we're going to sue. They're not going to sue him. They're going to sue Denise Richards. So People Magazine asked all about him. He married Denise in 2018, right? They separated. They separated. Okay, never mind. Aaron filed for divorce in July of 2025 after 6 years of marriage. Wait a minute. So we need a little more. So if he filed for divorce in July of 2025, she hasn't been in the house for 2 years. And they have a photo of them together on Sirius XM. They were together just in January of 2025. Then what's the... So they said irreconcilable differences is the only reason they're not together right now. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought y'all could see that. I'm so sorry. Let's go back. Okay. Okay, so he had a work practice, a healing center in Malibu. Okay. She was seeking preventative DNA repairs. He works with a lot of different people. Okay, with a lot of different things. We would start talking about different things because we knew a lot of the same people, same interests. Though the couple celebrated several milestones in their relationship, like their wedding in 2018, they weathered a few storms, including claims they had an open marriage. So Denise denied those rumors, stating that they were committed to each other. Okay. And from their brief engagement to their breakup, here's everything to know about him. Let's see, y'all. This from People. Oh, he was married to Nicolette Sheraton? What? From Desperate Housewives? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So, oh yeah, he was married to her. Okay, married to her. In 2014, they kept their engagement and everything under wraps. In 2016, she filed for divorce, irreconcilable differences. Okay. So then he began dating my girl right here in June of 2017. And there she is with one of them dogs. There she is with one of them dogs, y'all, that's in the house. Oh, wow. Aaron and Denise just got engaged and would love to be married sooner than later now that his divorce is finally in his past. Man, as soon as he divorced Nicolette, here she go. And Nicolette probably was over there like, girl, don't do it. He married Richards 48 hours after proposing. Look at him. It's slick. Look at him. And they had an event planner. Mindy Weiss is the best event planner in Beverly Hills. So wow. She said he had started the process of adopting her youngest daughter. Oh, now that's what's so sad. Now, if he started the process of adopting that baby, because she had 3 children, and he started with that. That's that. Now, see, I hope their relationship is not just gone. She adopted the baby in 2011, so he said he would adopt the baby. And ahead of Father's Day 2020, Pfeiffer's received the greatest gift from Richard's youngest daughter and a heartfelt tribute to Pipers, I hope I'm saying it, on Instagram. Richards shared that Eloise, who has special needs, said the word dad for the very first time the month prior. Oh, y'all, that's going to break my heart. That's going to break my heart. So they say it's unclear to see. Okay, so in court documents filed on August 20th and obtained by People, he claimed Richards had him sign adoption papers for Eloise, his daughter, by bond for over 9 years, but failed to file them. So she didn't file them. Since filing for divorce from Richards, he said he's been left legally without his daughter despite raising her as his own. This has caused immeasurable harm and demonstrates the imbalance that maintains in this matter. What? He helped produce the content for her OnlyFans page? I don't know why I'm shocked Denise Richards has an OnlyFans page. So this is just gossip at this point from what it's coming out of my mouth. So I wonder if that's when Charlie started kicking in. Because Charlie, he just went all the way down. But we know that he had enough under his belts residually to be okay with those residual checks coming in back in the 80s, right? From the 80s on up. She had an OnlyFans and he was producing the content. This jacket he got on says exactly what I want. the jacket he got on and the little hair going forward. I already know. I know you. I know who you are. While promoting her OnlyFans profile on Sirius Jeff Lewis Live in 2022, Richards admitted that her then husband was the creative force behind a lot of her content. Noting that similar photos of her already existed on the internet, Richards said she sometimes has to do something else once in a while, which is where he stepped up. Aaron takes a lot of my content from me. He knows what guys like. I'll ask him. I show him things to say. What do you think? Oh my goodness. He's an actor turned businessman. Y'all, these pictures say it all. Winky said, I'm shocked. Who is the dad for the youngest baby? She adopted the baby. Yeah, he has a type, apparently, I'll say. Look at him just setting it up on every red carpet. While also an actor, he is more commonly recognized for his holistic healing center in Malibu, Revelations about the company caused quite an uproar in season 10. The Malibu Center's treatment services are best described as frequency medicine. I break down stuff so you can all heal you. I don't heal anybody, by the way. I remove blocks, discord, and information. During the confessional, Richards further claimed Aaron has a job where people get tremendous results, and sometimes certain organizations don't like to see those results because they make a lot of money otherwise. Ooh. So it was a lawsuit filed against him in November of 2024 involving his clinic, Quantum 360. Rupert Perry is suing him after his late wife, Elena Bell, I can't pronounce that, sorry, got Beal, who had been diagnosed with sarcoma, allegedly received a stem cell treatment at his clinic and said it would cure or at least take care of her condition. What? Okay. So he claimed that the treatment had a 98% success rate, and he was so confident that if it didn't work, he would refund her 50% of the money to him for the treatment. However, the treatment that cost her $126,000 for allegedly didn't work. And the lawsuit claimed that her tumors later expanded by 25%. Wow. And when the couple asked for $63,000 back, the claim stated that he acknowledged the debt, but Pro offered a series of excuses for his failure to pay back the $63,000. He has yet to respond to the lawsuit in court. That's so sad. That's so sad because they probably had faith in going through all the medical. You know, sometimes people do tell you, you know, don't take this kind of medicine, Western medicine. This don't only go holistic, only go, and we just don't know how our bodies will react. You know, I guess you got to do what's best for you. But for $126,000 and nothing got better, and her tumors grown, and they're only asking for half back, he should have hurried up. Oh my gosh. So he stepped in to film Richard's B&B love scenes during the pandemic. What happened? So they was doing, it's like he almost was pimping Denise out a little bit. So it says, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Richard said the Bold and the Beautiful co-stars were asked by production to tap their husbands and significant others to fill in for any human content in love scenes. So during a virtual appearance on the Kelly Clark Show in 2020, Richards admitted it was really fun to film the more romantic scenes with her partner because you're not pretending. Oh, he stepped in as the love interest. Oh, that's cute. Okay, never mind. Take that back. You weren't pimping. Okay, so he was on that reality show with Richards. We saw that, y'all. We were falling asleep. You know what else we fell asleep on? Well, being not Martin Sheen. Alec Baldwin and his wife. Oh my gosh. That won't be a season. Did y'all see Alec Baldwin show? Like, it was right off of what happened with the shooting of the director. This is what he fell into, a reality show with his wife. And it was just crazy. It was just no, we fell asleep on that one too. So he filed for divorce in July of 2025. After 6 years of marriage, he filed for divorce on July 7th. He listed the date of separation as July 4th. Okay. And then he requested spousal support from Richards and also asked to keep certain assets and debts as separate property, including his power tools, motorcycle, and the sports car. So the former couple share no minor children. And we saw when she accused him of domestic violence after he filed for divorce, which he denied. Okay. And that's it. Okay. This is interesting. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. I wanted to know if you had heard about Denise with this house. Man, he says he sets up everyone's. Don't tell me Nicolette Sheridan had one too. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about this. Let me know what you think. Do you believe the husband or do you believe Denise? Like, could Denise had left that man's house, and I'm saying his house loosely, but could she had left the family home tore up like this. And he was going room to room. And it's like, okay, this is what I noticed about the house. Just off the bat. Like, this is just us looking. Did you guys notice it was like no, like, look at this room right here, for instance. It's no headboards. This is Denise Richards' house. It's like the regular little, the regular cover you get from Walmart. And it's a $3.5 million home. The home looks like it's in good place. That even looks like to the left, that may be a fire hydrant in there. Like, what is that? What's that to the left? 2 refrigerators? You know how we feel about the news. Look at the safe on the ground right here. What's some other things you notice about this house? Let me know. It just didn't seem like
her estranged husband said she left him living in what.
And I'm not saying that didn't happen. How we know what we looking at? Like, what is this right here? What is all in that room? Like, was Denise Richards having the people from the Real Housewives? Like, Jennifer Tilly would never. Like, were they coming over there? Like this, look up to the left. Like, that's what you see that little, it says a friend is one. Look to the left. Y'all ever go to like TJ Maxx and they got that art? Like, look to the left. A friend is one who has been in between the windows. That look like one of those arts you get from like Shop and Go or something like that. TJ Maxx, Marshalls. This is not Denise Richards' recliner, is it? Like, I'm just looking like, what is going on here? It's a dollhouse over there, so I guess that could be for the kids. And then it's a Peloton right there. What else is going on in this house? What else? There's some art there. It's just a bunch. It looked like a bunch of dirty clothes.
Squalor. All of her stuff. This is how she left it. Her estranged husband.
Okay, let's go down. Okay. Now, this is one of the kids' rooms. This is what it looked like, right, y'all? This one of the kids' rooms. So it looked like Denise did a smash and grab what she wanted to. Look at the little sloth over there. It's like she just grabbed what she needed to grab and left it like that, maybe? What y'all think? Now, this is the hallway. This look like another baby room. Oh, man, Denise picture on the wall. Oh, man. Hold on, y'all. I had to go back because he didn't went. Okay, so that looked like a common area, maybe. This upstairs. Okay. Looking at the clothes, I just don't see. Denise ain't leave no Gucci. She ain't leave no red bottom. She ain't leave nothing. She took what she wanted. Oh my goodness. No, because it's pictures still in there. You always keep your pictures. I'm just looking, y'all. What y'all think? Okay, so this is the bathroom. Now, this is where I draw the line. A bathroom just don't pop up with all that stuff on it like that. You can't even look at the mouthwash. The bubblegum mouthwash is gone. Is this a section of the house? I wonder. Let me see what y'all saying. Hey, Choose. Great to see you, beautiful. You said I don't see vintage either. I was looking. Would a $3.5 million home at Calabasas be an average middle-class home in most part of the country? Doesn't seem like a luxury property to me. Maybe that's when you look up Calabasas, I was looking that up out of nowhere one day. And it's like an edge of town where you're going into the regular Los Angeles. You don't want to be there, I guess. But I don't know. Like, maybe they have like the good part of Calabasas and then the bad part of Calabasas. Like the higher you go up, the more expensive the homes are. This home doesn't look upscale, but I'm sure that a lot of people want to live in that area. Don't matter. It looks like someone pulled a Medea from Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Right. Right. So now Winky, this is just crazy, right? I feel like that. No window treatments. It's something not right. Was that just supposed to be when they got married, a temporary place? Because this doesn't look like the house we saw in Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We're gonna have to review. We gotta look at the staircase. Now let's go back.
He says he's not at liberty to touch the
Okay, so that's a clothing rack. We still in the same. So far we probably saw 3 rooms of the house.
because it all belongs to Denise Richards.
And she just left them sitting there. Now we'd have to look at those steps. Now here they there. I'm sorry. They just tripped me out. I'll say at least what is that over there behind the dog? It's like siding or something. Let's see. Is that a piece of art?
All Denise's.
Okay. Sorry. Denise, we caught you with one of these dogs already. Which one was it? But oh my goodness, if they can't be cared for in all seriousness, they need to go to a good home. They all look very friendly. That's the good thing. They all look super friendly. They don't look vicious.
At one time, he says Denise had
Let's just see this. Now, this is what I wanted to know. We saw the sink, and now you guys see down here. I wonder if the water is running in the house. It's a lot of jugs of water sitting around the house. So I wonder if he still has water on. I did notice that. That's worse than my dad's bathroom. I will not talk about his clutter again. Clutter is something else. But this Denise Richards is supposed to use all these products down there. This is interesting. I'm just wondering, this is and then they all crowded down here like, yeah, she kicking us out. What are y'all doing there?
How do you have so many dogs?
What are y'all doing there?
Like a hoarding thing?
And he like, we'll take this interview outside.
Denise and Aaron married
Oh, this is just crazy work right here. And they're right now, they're just in a bad custody battle. I mean, not custody battle, divorce battle. That is so sad about what happened to the baby when she thought she was going to be adopted. And now Denise has to fight in court. It's always the one with the most money. It doesn't matter. So now she left him there. So where does she live? We have, I'm just wondering, where does she live? Did she go get a cute condo or did she get another $1 million home? It looked like, I swear it looked like they were just trying to pack up and leave. Like, look at this room. It looks like it was supposed to be redone a little bit. Look at the floor. It's just, I hate to say, look at the boxes, all the banker boxes. It looked like she was trying to leave. Is that a Chanel? It says Chanel. Look at that chair. That's a Chanel chair they doing like that? Ooh, that's horrible. It's a lot of work that needs to be done around that house. Look at all these men in here. Look at all these men. And they got grandma sitting there with a cute sweater on, by the way. I like her hair. Got her sitting there like, I love Denise like a daughter. Why is she doing this? And you know what? Look at the people kissing in the background, too. Who put that photo up? Is that 2 women kissing? Is it Denise Richards from the Wild Thing? Like, why is that behind poor mom head? She don't need to be looking at that. Why she leave that chair? Right, they ripped the car. They ripped the carpet up, everything. Yeah, choose. I'm like, she doesn't live there. Why y'all just don't put the stuff in boxes? Obviously, she really doesn't care about it. Now they're saying she could get her belongings. My suggestion, because we'll see what happens over the weekend. I was checking Instagram and everything. My suggestion is, if I was Denise, get a cleaning crew in there, because that's someone's rental property. And Lord forbid you're renting it from a friend, just how close all those housewives run in circles. So, sometimes people move and just rent it to a friend. So get a cleaning crew in there, have someone in there with a camera, and go ahead and get only your things. Because the next thing we'll hear is that you stole all his stuff out the basement. You took his mom's sweater from around her neck. Everything is going to happen if you don't do that. So make sure you are covered with a camera, and also make sure that you go in and send a cleaning crew. Don't go in there yourself. You could never get all that stuff out by yourself. It needs to be sorted through, organized, and everything. Yes, and the caller 588-2300. Oh my God. Oh, that is it. Well, we just saw he married Nicolette Sheridan. I didn't even know about that. And I'm trying not to judge, but he looked like he a little sneaky. he looked like, okay. Like Denise didn't call him over there talking to Brittany. What's happening with her face? Oh my gosh. Brittany Glanville. Now, out of all the stories, I don't know if y'all watched the Real Housewives, but I felt bad for her. Have you seen her face lately? Oh my goodness. It's just, I'm like, this is Brittany Glanville. And I feel so bad what's happening to her. Now, this is who we at least know from watching the show. Okay, this is at least what we saw. But when LeAnn Rimes took that lady husband, yes, that LeAnn Rimes took that lady husband right from under her nose. I mean, I've never seen when we be like, oh, a man can't go nowhere. No. It's two men that have been stolen. One is Brittany Glanville husband, but LeAnn Rimes took that man. Number two, and I'm thinking about what I Shar Jackson. Britney Spears took Kevin Federline. I don't care what nobody says. Kevin Federline was happy having his little job. He was happy dancing. He had his wife, Shar, girlfriend Shar. He never married her. And you remember Shar as Niecy from the Parkers. And other Good Burger and everything else. And Kevin Federline came through there. And see what he did to Britney? And see what LeAnn Rimes' husband did to her? See, no. But Brittany Glanville, her face, she is saying that parasites are running through her face. It was just horrible. It was just, brace yourself. I'm about to play just a little bit of Brittany. This is what her face looked like now. And I just feel like she went into a whole, she went through a depression. She was never over her husband. And she started getting these crazy fillers and stuff. And I believe somebody probably injected her with something that started to deteriorate in her face. Can you imagine feeling like something's crawling in your face? That would drive you crazy alone. And so she's running out of money trying to correct it. And it's so weird how Andy Cohen and the other housewives and stuff, how they just ditch people when they don't have a storyline anymore. And she was the messy person on the show. And as she tried to change it up a little bit, everybody just ditched her. And I always felt like Brandy, I'll keep up saying Brittany. Brandy, thank you, y'all. I feel like she was one of those, you can't sit with us. Sort of like they tried to do Drew Sidora. You have to have a lot of money to be a housewife. And that's what happened to Erica Jane and Tom Girardi, stealing money for her to keep up her lifestyle, in my opinion, from those airline victims, but we covered that already. She was just trying to keep up. And it's hard to keep up with some LeAnn Rimes money, okay? Would you say, wait a minute, Brittany was always supposed to be with Justin Timberlake? Would somebody say that? I feel like she really was supposed to be with Justin. And let's not forget, Brittany and the media drove her crazy. She was the most photographed person in the world, Britney Spears. Yes, I'm going to be bald with an umbrella at this point. She was the most famous person in the world, photographed person. Yeah. They set her up and they just felt like they didn't respect her. Now she out there. What about the dudes that were married? The two guys, remember the two surgeons? one was married to, not the English lady with the dogs, not Lisa, but it was two surgeons. One was married to the lady that owned the Palm Hotel, and they do the botch show. Y'all ain't gonna fix up Brandy? Go on and fix her up, please. Like, go on and help her out. Like, that is horrible. But she was never the same. And then you said they from the streets. I believe that too. But I also believe how you got them is how you're gonna lose them, right? But we don't know. She's still with Eddie. So that was crazy. And look, I went to People magazine. They messy. They were like, yep, while they were having an affair. Oh, that's all we got for today. I just wanted to cover Denise. You said you still angry with LeAnn Rimes. She knew better than that. But a man who was stolen was never yours. Let him go. Yeah, Brandy never let Eddie go. And LeAnn and Eddie still together, right? Let me see. Hold on. Because she was cheating. She was already married. I'm talking like I knew, y'all, like I was there. So according to the blogs, she was already married. And then what happened was she started sneaking with Eddie because they had a movie, like a Christmas movie or something together. And see, I don't trust this on set stuff. When you get too close to people after you work 12 to 14 hours a day, every day for months. You're away from your family. You have to like be out the country. You got to be out. You bond with these people, especially if stuff is not going right. You bond with these people. And Eddie was like, the LeAnn Rimes, and he just forgot whatever was going on. That's a cute outfit she got on. He forgot everything that was going on at home. So they had two. Oh, so the kids, Brandy kids are older now. Mason is 22 and Jake is 18. So they nice. Who else was the other one? Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys, but they made up too. Let me tell you, love is love. Love is love. Get down how you live. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened, but it was just a really because everybody was like, wait a minute. Brandy, you cannot call LeAnn Rimes a slut. Like, that's just not gonna she's like a child star. You can't do that. She was like, she was cheating with my husband. We didn't believe her, and it was right. It was right. Let's not forget Sheena from VP. Wait a minute. Who was that? VPR had Eddie was out there in the streets. Are you kidding me? Vanderpump Rules. Okay. She had, oh my gosh. Eddie he must have been really good looking in person. I haven't seen his movies or anything like that. But Eddie was out here in these streets like that. And you know what? I'll say sometimes maybe it's Eddie is cute. Look at him. Shayna, I remember her. Okay, I used to like Vanderpump Rules. Before they started splitting it into different sections, I was like, I just like the regular restaurant. And I went there, y'all. I went there for lunch one time. And I ordered this. Oh my God. I didn't know. I ordered a smoked salmon, right? Smoked salmon. So I'm new to the Beverly Hills thing. So I'm thinking a smoked salmon sandwich or whatever. And it's so hard for me to say that word. So forgive me. It was on a lunch menu. You got it with the salad that has tomatoes, tomato, basil, and tomato and basil salad. So they said smoked salmon with tomatoes and basil. That's me all day. Y'all, when it came to the table raw, because they meant like the kind you could put on a bagel and all of that stuff, I was like, can y'all like heat up the grease and put some lemon pepper on here? Go ahead. Just go ahead, light up the grease, put some lemon pepper on here, please. I had no idea I was eating that. but it was something new and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. So yeah, I got to go to the, it was more for the ambiance to the restaurant. It was right next to the Louis Vuitton boutique, and all this cool stuff you want to shop over there on Melrose. It was really, really nice. Yes, that's what it was. Well, they didn't say that, Sloan. I was like, just got cast iron skillet back there a little bit. I know that was like the child. We're not even gonna tell her this is raw. And I like sushi, so it wasn't that bad. Yeah, it was a storyline on Real Housewives when Brandy joined the KS. Oh no, the fish didn't have basil. The tomato is tomato, mozzarella cheese, and basil. It's some kind of salad. I think it's called the tomato and basil salad. I think that, but that's what it came with a side with. No lemon peppers, no fries. It was really good though. I still like that combination. Oh, you say you try to find a way to use all the basil I'm growing, all the pasta. Yes. Yeah. So we're gonna leave it there. We'll check with Denise Richards and check out that Charlie Sheen documentary. I'm gonna tell you another documentary that's really good. It is the Pee Wee Herman. Paul Rubens documentary. I was so glad he was able to basically do it before anyone else could tell his story. I think that's so great when people can tell their stories. Like I hate when I cannot see one more Whitney Houston biopic. I can't stand it. Y'all forgive me. I just can't stand it because I feel like nobody has her story right. You know what I mean? And everybody has their own angle. It's somebody else that it's just been insane where they keep on doing a biopic of the same person over and over. And it's one musician I admire. That's on our list actually. George Michael. Whatever George Michael, people say the rumor is he was so good to people. That's why they can't come out with a biopic on him. Like you would never see an ex-lover or something like that come out with a biopic. I was so disturbed when I listened to the Breakfast Club the other day, and they had Stephanie Mills, Patti LaBelle, and one more person, Shaka Khan, on there. I guess they're going on tour. And Stephanie, who I like, they were talking about nose jobs, and everybody up there, I guess, had a nose job, and they were saying how that's all they had, and then they stopped. And then they went on to say, you know, how people go too far, and she basically was like, oh, they were like Michael Jackson, you know, he had an issue with his breathing. She was like, oh, he ain't had no issue. I was like, oh man, like let the man, you know, just let him rest. Like we already know basically why the kids are those kids. Like nobody want to discuss if the kids are his kids or not. We leave it alone. It's just like one of those secrets. We just gonna have to just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. And I was like, y'all, I'm so disappointed with that. Oh yes, I love his channel. Girl Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness. It's really a good channel. Yep, they said, hey, exactly, Erica, great live stream. If you guys like reality TV, please check out Exactly Erica. Please. Capri Salad, that's what it's called. Thank you. That's what it's called. And I got a planner. Okay, y'all, let me get out of here. You know, I'll talk. I had planned for this live yesterday. I'm so glad that we just went ahead and got out the way today. That way, if next week is some Denise Richards information, boom, boom, boom. It was great having this chit chat with you, and y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.